Hi guys, and welcome to my Foxy channel. I want to introduce some of our gym animals that you're going to see in most of my videos, I'm assuming. So, if you can see the black and white tail sitting right there, that's Mallory. And then you saw Rusty bumping me at the beginning. You have Nova sitting right next to the phone, the camera. We're videotaping today on my phone because the camera doesn't work very well in the gym. My lighting down here is not the greatest, and I also tend to have a lot of animals, and I'm worried about them knocking the camera around until I get a tripod. So this is what we got. I also want to apologize because I may have to pause you suddenly. We've been having issues with our washing machine, and I've been trying to fix it, clean it. We cleaned out the filters and did a bunch yesterday, but it's still doing its thing, and we just don't want to have to replace it. So, more money. So, with that said, if you haven't already, like and subscribe, ring that notification bell so you guys know when I'm putting out a new video, and welcome to the third episode of In the Gym with Crim. So we're going to be breaking this episode up into two parts because there's just so many ways to exercise the muscle that we're going to talk about today, and that muscle is quads. Quads are my favorite muscle to work out. I love the way the burn feels. I love exercising my muscle there. It's just incredible. My quads are a little overdeveloped. They're much like my traps and my shoulders, where they tend to take over and do a lot of the work for me. So those in my calves are overdeveloped. They're bigger than my hamstrings or my inner and outer abductors. But I do like working them out. I love the way it feels. So today we're going to go over squats, mostly squats. So pretty much any kind of squat you do is going to work that quad muscle. We're also going to do step-ups. So I'm going to show you those today. And I think that's pretty much it. And then part two, we're going to go over everything else, or at least most everything else, at least things that I can show you. There are going to be some things I can't show you because I just don't have the equipment. It's as simple as that. Let's start maybe. So we're not going to be able to start with the Bulgarian split squats because I was going to start with those, but I have to readjust pretty much everything and move animals around. So we're going to have to play Tetris. So let's maybe start with our standard squats. Let's get those going. So, all right. So I'm going to show you on the bar. Hopefully you guys can see me way over here. And my back is going to be towards you. But this is going to be a standing overhead or back squat. So you would take your bar and you're going to put it behind your head comfortably. Now some of you guys can't do that. Some of you are maybe like me where your neck it hurts. So I don't do these very often anymore. If you want to, you can always take it from the front and do a frontal squat. So that would be, I didn't load any plates on this. I usually have it loaded. But you can take it in front of you. Take your feet hip width or a little more. You want to make sure that your feet are comfortable. I like to take my toes out and kind of point them out just a little bit because it does help protect my knees a bit more. And then you want to stick your butt out before you go down for that squat and back up. So you can totally do a frontal. So if you guys are worried about hurting your neck, that is an option. You don't have to do the back ones like I'm going to show you here. So this is the back. Again, feet out, push up, step, and squat. Up, tuck, squat, up, tuck. So that feels like nothing to me. I didn't realize how light that was going to be. So light. But yeah, so you always want to make sure that your feet in a squatting stance, in a standard squatting stance, hip width, and then again, you don't have to do what I do, but I do like to point my toes out just a little bit when I go down, and sometimes even a little wider than hip width, so you can take your heels back out and then take your toes out more. If that's more comfortable for you, do it. Make sure you're doing it comfortably, but protect those knees. And then when you're going down into your squat, you make sure that you're hinging. make sure you're hinging before you go down. So there's like a little tip that they tell you. You find your obliques and then the top of your quads, and those kind of, you see if I can get close, I can kind of show you what I'm doing here. So you find those obliques, the bottom of your obliques there, and you're gonna hinge. So you bend, you hinge, and then you go knee, squat, right? Hinge, knee, squat. So, and that is your standard squat. This is just body weight squat. Body weight squat. Body weight squat. Right? Those also work your quads. Fantastic, fantastic way to work the quads. Now, do I feel like that's the best way? No, I like to have a little bit more resistance. So I like to grab a weight. Again, completely up to you. But grabbing that weight, 5 pound, 10 pound, 15 pound, 20 pound, 25 pound, whatever you're grabbing that weight, getting yourself set up, and again, hinging, squat. Hinging, squat, and you want to work all the way through. So that, what we just did there, is a goblet squat. So goblet squats to me are super duper easy. And this is the heaviest weight I have right now. I'm about to go up a little bit more, but it's just what I own. So that is why I bought the wedges, which you guys have seen in other videos. They're a great investment if you just want that little extra pull or push. But yeah, having that one dumbbell in front of you like I just had, goblet squat. So another squat, we're going to pull both of these in front of me now. So hopefully you guys can see me. I might have to come back here. So this one's a little harder. And of all the squats, I would say the Bulgarian's probably my least favorite. This is probably my second least favorite. But if you guys want a really good pump in your quads and you're trying to get a good, you don't have time for a bunch of squats, you just have time for one, I would recommend these. So these are your sumo squats. Wide stance. So if you don't know how to get to this wide stance, some people are different than others. So you want to go from feet together, point your toes out wide, then lift your heels and pull them till your feet are straight. Then we're going to do that one more time. Out, pull them till they're straight. Now, I like to tip my feet, again, those toes out, especially during a sumo squat. So I don't feel like that's wide enough for me. So I like to just go out a little wider because I like to protect those knees. Now, again, you're going to know if something's not comfortable for you. So you do you. If you don't like it, adjust it. See, and that was a little too wide, so I kind of shrunk it in a little bit. So we're going to grab our weights, and we're going to go up and down. And now my sound is going to probably be off because I just got a notification. Told you guys this. I've noticed that seems to be the case. That throws off my sound. Anyways, sumo squat. Super easy, right guys? So we've shown you standard squats, which is just body weight. I've shown you back squats on the bar, forward squats with it holding in front. We did goblet, and we've done sumo. So let's see, what else do I got to show you? Only a few things left. So when we come back, I'm going to have the gym adjusted. Hopefully the sound's not horribly off. I can already see in the camera that it is off. Yeah, so when we get back, we're going to do maybe some Bulgarian split squats. And then we have 2 sets of step-ups. And it looks like we're done. Okay, guys. Hopefully we're doing okay on time there. So, just the last 3 exercises. Great quad dominant exercises. So, we're going to start with the Bulgarian split squat. So I pulled my bench out. We want to do them on both legs, right? So you want to do it on right and left. When you go to do a Bulgarian split squat, you want to take, I prefer to take my leg forward. Then I get the other leg, whatever leg I'm not going to use at that point or just focus on, to the back, and I grab that bench with that foot. And I come down. Oh, you guys can't see my leg very well. Woo! Don't look at the camera. Losing balance. Come down and come up. Come down and come out. So your shin Everything should be parallel, like straight and lined up with your foot. Do not try to go over your foot too much with your knee. You're going to notice if that hurts or whatever. You don't want to overextend that. So back. So I know you guys can't see it, but it's behind. My knee is behind my toes, way behind. It's all aligned. And man, those quads, you're going to feel it. So, let's see if I can kind of adjust it. I don't know if I can go back further. Maybe move you guys around a little bit. Let's try that. I can kind of see, hopefully, how my leg is lined up, hopefully. So, when you go down, you're going to notice, sorry, I kind of adjusted, so I have to readjust. Alright. Leg back, up, secure, other leg down. When you go down, not over the foot. You don't want that over the foot. Other foot, step back, straight. It doesn't see my foot. I don't know if you guys can see my foot. Ow, the bench is different right there. So, just make sure your knee's not going over that foot. So that is your Bulgarian. Super easy, not easy. What am I saying? One of my least favorites. Painful, actually. So I keep getting notifications, guys. I'm sorry for my sound. I'm sure it's off. Step ups. So, step ups. This is one form. If you have a bench, I like to go up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. And I usually do 5 to 10 on my right leg, and then up, 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 up. And again, lefty. Those you're going to feel when you're pulling yourself up. So if you have a bench, you can use a utility stool. Any kind of utility stool. Anything that gets you off the ground, right? Yeah, so the higher up the better, because the more you're going to feel it. But, come on guys, step ups. Left. Right? So, they fall on my butt, right? That's it. Quads. Part 1. So, when you guys see me next Tuesday, we're going to do quads part 2. Or maybe we'll do just a flat out workout or go over something else and then we'll do quad part 2 another time. We'll see. I really appreciate you guys being here. I really do. If you've made it this far, please like and subscribe, share, comment below. Let me know what you're thinking. Is there something that maybe I'm missing? Maybe there's something I don't know about that you know about. Love to hear from you. Hit that notification bell. Love to see you guys in the next one. In the meantime, please stay foxy, stay beautiful, because you know I love you. Crimson out.